Welcome to the fifth episode of Fourth and Goal Podcast brought to you by Ride the Wave Media. Just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, 1 in 100. Check out their website to win tickets to your favorite events through online raffles today. I'm with Dan and Adam again, and the NFL week was good this week. Breaking news that happened a couple hours ago: Patriots tight end Ben Watson suspended 4 games for PEDs. What do you guys think about that?
Well, it's kind of a blow to start off the year, but what I've read into it is after he finished his last game with the Saints, he thought that's what the end of his football career. So he took some testosterone that was prescribed from his doctor because he never thought he was going to play again, obviously. But then he started fielding other offers from other teams later down in our free agency. But then, I guess he just shouldn't have taken the testosterone. But apparently the Patriots knew of the suspension before signing him. So I guess that could possibly mean that his roster spot could still be locked,
Yeah, I'm thinking Bill Belichick definitely knew about this before he signed him because it seems like Ben Watson did. And Bill Belichick's the type of guy where if he was just finding this out now, I think he'd probably cut Watson.
Mm-hmm.
But another thing is our first 4 games of the season really are kind of a joke. I don't take any of those teams seriously as far as them actually beating us. Maybe the Steelers could give us a game, but I don't think Ben Watson would make the difference that we need in any of those games. So, I mean, why not just have him sit out 4 games and stay healthy for when we really need him in the playoffs?
Do you really think that Belichick would just dump Watson?
Yeah, because he'd be withholding information from him.
Yeah, I think so too. But Belichick doesn't like that kind of stuff.
But back on what Adam was saying, did you read what Watson's post said about the suspension?
No, I didn't read the
Dan?
whole thing.
It was just him just being I was retired, went to the doctors, basically got steroids just to make sure my body was healed up, and then a couple clubs started to contact me, and the Patriots contacted me, and he just said that he's basically upfront with them, saying yep, I took steroids.
That's what I'm saying. He was upfront with them. I'm saying if he was
no, I know,
not
but I'm saying that's
them, he would get cut.
I don't even know if they would cut him even if he wasn't upfront with them about it.
I think Belichick's the type of guy that would do that.
What about Julian Edelman and Rob Ninkovich?
Yeah, but they didn't No, I'm saying Ben Watson already knew he was going to be suspended for 4 games.
And I bet you Edelman and Ninkovich did too.
Yeah, I know, but Edelman didn't sign a new contract, then be by the way,
he wasn't coming to a new team. Yeah.
I guess so, but I don't think Belichick isn't even as bad as what people
No,
think
but
him
then
to
also
be.
Ben Watson is not as essential as Julian Edelman or even as Rob.
He's essential right now, though.
I mean, I don't really think he's going to be extremely productive this year, and I think he's only on a 1-year contract, so he'll probably just retire after this year anyways.
Yeah, but to make light of the situation, I think the 4-game suspension at the end of the day is going to be really helpful down the stretch in the season and in the playoffs. Keep him healthy. Yeah. He's a 38-year-old man. He needs some rest still. He's old.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the way the 4-game suspensions have worked out for Patriots players, they turn to be so much better. I'm telling you, Ben Watson will probably have 10 touchdowns.
Oh, I know, right? You see the notification?
The way that Jules came off his suspension and Brady came off his suspension, those are the best years they've had.
I know.
I bet you Ben Watson puts up 10 touchdowns. Just have that factor.
10 and 12 games.
So we also
it'd be crazy. Go on though.
I was gonna say a shocking move that was supposed to happen for a couple weeks now. Gerald McCoy, the Buccaneers tried to find a trade partner and shipping him off, but they couldn't. So they released him and his $13 million. And now he's a free agent, and he has a couple suitors, one being the New England Patriots. Where do you guys think he lands?
Well, to give a little background on McCoy, he spent 9 seasons in Tampa Bay, and he was a 6-time Pro Bowler and a 1-time All-Pro during his tenure there. And here's a nice impressive stat for you. From 2012 to 2017, he made the Pro Bowl in every single one of those years. So that just shows how dominant he was during that time. And so far, he's visited the Browns, and he's set to meet with the Ravens on Tuesday. But honestly, I think he's going to end up with the Browns regardless. And if he does, that he would join a very stacked defensive line with Sheldon Richardson, Olivier Verner, and Myles Garrett. So that would be a pretty interesting pickup if he was to go there.
Yeah, I saw that he also had those meetings. I don't think he'll sign with the Browns because he walked away from that meeting without a deal. I would say that because he's meeting with them on Tuesday, the Ravens are probably the front runners. Yes, that would also be a good situation for him to come in because he did say that he wants to win. I mean, he's never been in the playoffs in Tampa Bay. But he did also say he wants to get paid, which makes it kind of difficult for New England as we just don't have a lot of cap.
Yeah, we're sitting at like $4 million or something, like between
Yeah.
4 and 5 right now. So
Yeah.
we don't have enough money for him.
No.
There's no chance he signs with the Ravens.
Why do you say that?
Because he wants to win. He's full of shit. He's just trying to get his market up a little bit when he say he wants to get money. But then Bill Belichick's going to offer him an incentive deal. He's going to say, "Hey, big boy, you come here for 1 year. You get your incentive deal. You hit all your incentives. You'll get paid. You'll win a Super Bowl. Then you can do whatever the fuck you want, and you'll get your max contract that you got in Tampa Bay." And he'll probably be like, "Yep, I saw Martellus Bennett get his deal. I've seen Malcolm Butler get his deal. I've seen all these guys who have won Super Bowls from New England get paid the year after." And he's just going to take that and he's going to ride with it. He's going to ride the wave on Bill Belichick's incentive deal right there.
But do you think we have enough money to even sign him to begin with at $4 million?
What about Tom Brady's contract extension?
I mean, until it happens, I'm not going to say anything about it because it's just not something that might happen. It might not even happen, but I'm sure it will down the line. But we'll have to wait and see how that affects our cap and how much money it actually frees up for us. But he might.
Yeah.
Can you boys picture a defensive line with Michael Bennett, Lawrence Guy, Gerald McCoy, Mike Pinnell, and then have Winovich and John Simon? I'm a John Simon guy. And have like that, and then with Jamie Collins Hightower, dude, like that defense is gonna be.
Dude, that's gonna be one of our stronger position groups right there. And you're also forgetting about Dietrich Wise too.
And you're completely forgetting about our secondary, which now has
Stephon
Gilmore.
Dude, I know the secondaries. I was talking about like front seven base though.
No, I know, but I'm just saying our corners this year.
Ridiculous.
So good.
It's ridiculous.
If we get Gerald McCoy, that would compare to probably the 2014 Patriots defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, that defense. I was watching the Patriots Seattle Super Bowl the other day, and like that defense was absolutely ridiculous.
Yep.
It was so fun to watch.
Browner, Revis, even though Browner's on jail. But
no, but I think they had like 4 Pro Bowlers that year.
Yeah, and we had Chandler Jones
Jamie
too.
Collins, Dante Hightower.
Chandler Jones.
I think McCourty made a Pro Bowl. Chandler Jones, and then I think they might have given Revis a Pro Bowl.
We had big boy Alan Branch up front too.
Yep.
What Uncle Phil? Do you guys not get that the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Nope.
No, I didn't get that.
Have you ever watched the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
I mean, I've seen it here and there, but it's kind of past my time, or before my time.
What do you mean? What do you mean it's
before my time? Like I don't know, bro. That's an old show. I was growing up on iCarly.
I'm 15.
I know you're fit. I know you're 15. All right, do me a solid, even during this podcast or after. Google Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and then Google Alan Branch.
All right.
You'll get what I mean on that.
Didn't he die recently? Like a couple months back? Okay, yeah. Oh, he does look like him. I get it now. All right. That makes sense.
Yeah. They look like the same person.
They do. Well, R.I.P. Uncle Phil.
J. Cole.
Yeah, first things first. Yeah.
Dan, you want to talk about your boy?
Oh, yeah, my boy Jared Veld here, pulling an Eric Decker. For anyone that doesn't know, earlier this week, new Patriots signing Jared Veltier retired. So that actually could free up a little bit of cap. He was going to be making a decent amount of money. I think he was only on a 1-year deal, though. What do you guys think about that?
Well, it's kind of weird to me because he retired 8 days after his signing, which I don't know. Maybe he was just really indecisive about playing this year, and I don't know. He was a former third-round pick. He played 9 seasons, and he also started 12 games for the Broncos in 2018. So he was still pretty productive. And I mean, at this point, I think we're going to have to add another tackle for some more depth because Isaiah Wynn is still recovering from his Achilles, and our 4th-round pick, Yadi Kajust. How do you say it? I don't really know how to say his last name correctly.
3rd-round pick.
Third? He was like 101st overall. Yeah. Oh, third. Okay.
Last pick.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, my math's bad. But yeah, he's also recovering from some off-season quad surgery. So I think we're going to have to use that money that we all wish we'll use on Gerald McCoy for some insurance at the tackle position.
I just think, like, Belichick probably had, like, an eye for this guy in free agency because you know how, like, Belichick always knows, like, to test, like, what players are going to get in the market. He probably had an eye for this guy for a while, and he didn't sign him until after, like, the draft comp picks, so he didn't have to waste a comp pick for him. But I feel like if he had any idea that this guy was going to retire, then he would have just gave Waddle that 1 year, $1 million that he signed with Buffalo.
Yeah.
So deep down, Bill's probably pissed.
Yeah.
Like, this guy kind of just screwed us.
I wonder what his reasoning was for. It's kind of odd. It's only 8 days after he signed the deal. It's not like he went through camp and realized, like, he didn't want to do it anymore. You know? It's kind of sudden. I don't know.
He probably just heard so much shit. Like, yeah, like, this is what happened to certain Patriots camp. And he was like, I can't do that for 1 more year. Like, just call it quits right there. It's like Reggie Wayne, dude.
I know. Freaking Reggie Wayne. I was excited when we got him, too, but then he just didn't pan out at all.
Were you excited? I was really, like...
You know, it's just because it's the name. It's the name. It's like, oh, Reggie Wayne, dude. We got Reggie Wayne. But then I forget it's not 2013.
Yeah. I was excited because I was so young that I didn't realize he was too old to do anything.
Yeah, Dan was like, oh my God, Reggie Wayne, the guy who caught passes from Peyton Manning? Like, this guy's going to break records with Tom Brady.
Dude, I literally, this sounds so weird to you guys. I wasn't like, when Peyton Manning was on the Colts, I wasn't paying attention to the NFL. Like, I wasn't old enough to be paying attention to the NFL.
That's crazy to think
you
about.
Make me sound so old.
When I started paying attention to the NFL, it was that season where he missed the whole season.
With
the
his
Colts
neck?
were really bad. And then they drafted Andrew Luck, and the Patriots lost to the Giants in the Super Bowl.
Ah, okay. Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah.
It was crazy how Peyton just, like, recovered with no problems with that serious neck injury.
Yeah, it's very, very fishy, especially with all that controversy about, like, the HGH stuff showing up at his door. But the NFL will always hide that.
Yeah.
That's their pretty boy. But God forbid it was Brady, right? Oh, my God.
Tell me about
Oh
it.
my
Or
God.
anybody on the Patriots, for that matter.
I know.
Going back to that Reggie Wayne factor, like, Dan, I feel you on that, like, being so excited. Because Adam probably knows, but Dan, do you have, like, any recollection of Torrey Holt?
Huh.
No, I like know who he is.
I remember
but-
Torrey Holt.
Yeah, I know
So
he was a beast
Torrey
on
Holt-
the Rams, and then he.
Yeah, so it was kind of like the same thing. Like, the Patriots signed him for, like, a preseason. Like, he was, like, just a late addition. Said he wanted to get 1 more year with Brady. And they would, like, work out together. And I was like, dude, like, Torrey Holt from, like, 2001 is going to be a fucking beast. Like, he's going to put up, like, 1,400 yards. He didn't even make it to the first week of Patriots training camp. He retired. And I was so sad. I was like, what a pussy. Same thing with Joey Galloway. If you guys-
I know
You probably...
Yeah, I know who he is, but I can't really remember, like,
The
specifically
Buccaneers.
right
He was
now.
on the Buccaneers.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I remember him.
He was like a solid veteran guy, and it was like, yo, dude, like Joey Galloway and Tom Brady, that's a connection. Guy retired a week into training camp. It's like, dude, what's the point? And then when Reggie Wayne signed, I was like, yo, like, this is the guy. Like, he's going to be a factor.
It's kind of a
Nope,
even-
it's a weird
or
trend
even
going on. Oh, go on, Dan.
Or even, I know he didn't retire before the season, but I just thought of it. I had this poster on my wall in a Patriots uniform, even Chad Ochocinco.
I loved
Oh.
Ochocinco. Dude, that team, like, if you think about it, like, that was the best, like, one of the best, like, probably not the best because it didn't pan out, but the most exciting when you get Chad Ochocinco and
Yeah.
you get Albert Hainsworth.
Yeah, that is an exciting offseason, but they just did not pan out anywhere we all expected them to. Ochocinco was such a disappointment.
Yeah.
I went to a Patriots season ticket practice, like indoor practice that they have, and they were like running like laps from like sideline, and Hainsworth couldn't even run one lap. And he literally went on a knee and just started like downing water. I'm like, dude, you're gonna get fucking cut if you can't run from a sideline to sideline, you fat piece of shit. And what did he do? He lasted like 2
Something
weeks,
like that. It wasn't too long.
and then he like probably went to the Redskins again, and then probably retired because he fucking sucked. What usually happens. We also had this week, Julian Edelman signed a contract extension, which that deal will most likely make him retire as a Patriot. I personally think he got screwed in the deal. I don't know how you guys feel about his contract, though.
Well, I mean, it is definitely a team-friendly deal, and honestly, I think he probably deserved more in this because it's basically a 3-year, just around 18 mil, but it can be up to 25 million. And to get that extra 7 million, he's got to catch 90 plus balls this year, 100 plus in 2020, 100 plus in 2021, and be a Pro Bowler in 2020 and 2021. So that's kind of some big incentives right there, but it's definitely a team-friendly deal. And like you said, I think he's definitely going to retire a Patriot.
Yeah, I'd say him retiring a Patriot is out of the question, but I could definitely see him not retiring at the end of this contract, maybe picking up a couple of additional years, because he just seems like a guy that would always just, want one more season, one more ring, one more, playoff run. I mean, by the end of this contract, he's probably gonna all those like playoffs receptions and playoff yards receiving records. He's gonna torch all of those by the end of this contract.
He's not gonna catch Jerry Rice on those shit. No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
There's
the yards,
receptions, yeah, the receptions he definitely will, but the yards, Jerry Rice will never be touched.
I don't know. Is he second in yards right now, or is he still behind?
He's second in everything, like not touchdowns, but like receptions and yards. He's like 1,000 yards back of Rice, or like 800. I think Rice has like 2,000.
Yeah,
Rice has like 2,000, and
he's 800 back.
Yeah,
I think he could catch him, but I don't think he will. He'll catch him on the receptions though.
You don't think that Jules will just retire when Brady does?
No, I think he's gonna retire. Brady's gonna retire, and then Julian Edelman will stick around for the next season, and then we won't like be that great.
Well,
and then he'll retire.
Here's the way I look at it, though. Just Jules' play style, dude. He's getting hit. He's putting 110% every single play. He's just putting his body on the line every single snap. So I can't see him lasting more than 3 years after this deal. I think he's going to be done.
He just loves the Patriots.
He does.
I'm telling you.
He's a dog.
His body's gonna be aching and whatever. And he takes us because he just loves playing for this team and just giving everything. And ultimately, that's gonna result in him never wanting to leave.
Yeah.
That's the 15-year-old mindset right there.
All right.
Like, dude, he doesn't care how many times he gets hit in the head. He loves the Patriots. I don't want to see him retire. He's not retiring anytime soon.
I'm not even saying not retiring. I'm just saying he's gonna stay for like a year after this contract ends. That's not even that hot of a
They're
take.
not gonna give him. They're not gonna, dude. They don't give anyone money. They're not gonna be like, hey, Jules, you did such a great job. Like, we're gonna offer you 1 year, like $1 million. He's gonna be like, fuck you. I want $5 million.
No,
They're gonna say,
won't.
bye, Jules. Yes, he will, dude. What would he be? He's gonna be what, 37 when that contract hits?
I think he'll be 30. I think he's 32 right.
35 when it ends.
Yeah, 35.
So okay, so he'll be 36
so
going into that year.
Retire when he's 37 or 36.
No, he's not, dude. He's done after that contract.
I guess only time will tell. But
I mean, I could definitely see that, but I'm just saying, I don't think it's like 100% because pretty much all the news outlets that I saw report it where this allows him to retire as a Patriot. I don't think it's exactly a foregone conclusion that he's definitely retiring right when this contract ends. I wouldn't be surprised if he stayed another year or two.
like,
How many rings will he have by the time that contract ends?
How many? So that would be 4 years, and he's got 3 right now, so he'll have 7.
I love it. I love it.
I love the mindset.
We're gonna 5-peat.
Yo, we're gonna look back on this podcast in 4 years and be like, "Yo,
Dude.
Jules has like 7
Dan,
rings."
you called it.
Dan
You called
so
it,
much.
bro.
first.
You're gonna be like, we gave Dan so much shit, but Edelman is 44 years old and he's still playing for the Patriots.
Not even if he's playing quarterback now because Stidham didn't work
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
So, real quick, what do you guys feel about Collins repping number 8?
Oh, in the OTAs?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't really know what to make of it. I think it's just kind of fun to see him, a guy like him, just wearing the number 8 around practice and all the pictures and stuff. I get a kick out of it.
I do feel for the people, I think, Kevin, you mentioned it last podcast, that have Jamie Collins jerseys, and we're hoping Dietrich Wise will give him number 91. But I really did not expect him to get that number back because Dietrich Wise isn't like a scrub, and I don't think Collins would even ask him for it. So, I don't know. Really doesn't shock me that he's not wearing 91.
well, he's not gonna. He can't. I don't even know what number. He's probably gonna. He'll probably pay off for 91.
I don't know, though. I feel like Dietrich's going to
I
keep
think
it.
if he asked, I think if he like asked Dietrich Wise for it, he'd probably be like,
No,
like I
you gotta
guess
pay.
so.
You gotta pay for it.
You gotta pay for it, really?
In some case scenarios,
Yeah,
yeah.
when you-
Didn't Ochocinco
No, every single
buy
every single
85 off
time you go to a
Hernandez,
team, you
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
for,
he
like,
just doesn't want to
for
pay for it.
drug money. No, that's a true story. I'm not lying.
Oh my
I
God.
swear to God, Hernandez used that money and bought so much drugs with it.
How much money was it?
It was like $30,000.
I don't believe you. How
I
how
swear
would
to
you
God.
know that?
Because when Hernandez freaking murdered people, so much came out about his life. And Ochocinco revealed that he paid him $30,000 and he found out that he used it on drugs.
Jesus.
Are you the drug dealer,
It's a
Kevin?
legit
Are you the
thing.
drug dealer? Is that what you're trying to get to right now?
I mean, like, it's a solid job to make $30,000. Pays off my house.
Well, there you go. It's not a bad business.
You know what was interesting about, like, those number releases, too?
What?
87 didn't get taken.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is true. They're waiting for him, man. Come back, Gronky.
Yeah.
All right. I got you guys. Ready? Bleacher Report. It says, a new book authorized by Jose Baez alleges former New England Patriots tight end Aaron Hernandez sold his jersey number to Chad Ochocinco to finance a drug deal. He sold it to him. He got $50,000.
$50K, dude.
Christ.
Oh my
So he could complete a wholesale drug purchase that netted him $70,000 profit. So Hernandez literally made $70,000 profit off the number 85 over drugs.
Dude, you know what? Like, that's respect right there. I'm not gonna lie. As much as as bad as the guy is and everything, like,
Not really, because he's like a horrible person.
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, obviously, but just like, and
He didn't murder anyone. He's innocent.
Jesus, man.
wake up, Kev.
Okay, so dude, like, I used to be the biggest Aaron Hernandez fan, and I remember my junior year of high school, I was taking a math final, and my phone keeps blowing up. My brother keeps blowing up my phone. He's like, Hernandez murders people. He just got arrested, and my heart stopped, and I walked away from my math final, and I couldn't believe what just happened. I used to get like the Aaron Hernandez fades.
Now that's a committed
Same
student
haircut.
right there, walking away from his
I
math
was-
final.
And dude, and my teacher was like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Aaron Hernandez killed someone." And to this day, he was set up. He did not murder anyone.
Dude, I totally remember thinking the same exact thing.
You were like,
I was like
6
9 years old or 8 years old. So I remember like my parents told me about it. Or like I heard something about it on the news, and I was just like, what? Like, no, he did not do that. There's just no way he did that. He plays for the Patriots. Why would he kill someone?
Yeah.
And then
Aaron Hernandez is in GTA, dude.
You remember all those like videos of him outside of like the at Gillette and stuff, like all the cameras and reporters like swarming him everywhere he
Yeah,
went.
dude.
That was crazy.
the
And they had the
Yeah, the
helicopters.
helicopter would follow
when
him
they
and
actually
stuff.
came to his house and got him, and he was in that wife beater.
Yeah, handcuffed.
Jesus, dude.
You guys want to hear a crazy story? It's not that crazy, but
I'm listening.
The gas station that, if you guys like followed like his whole murder thing, like his whole plan, he went to a gas station in Milton, and he like bought like blunt wraps, and like one of the reasons he got caught for the murder was because like the gum that he left at the gas station was tracked to him, and it was 2 minutes away from my college. And I have to used to go there to get gas. I'm like, yep, this is the gas station that got Aaron Hernandez fucking
Wait, what
arrested.
do you mean the gum he left? Like he took a piece of gum out of his mouth and like stuck it under the
Yeah,
counter?
and he spit it. Yeah. They had like video evidence of Hernandez, and like no, he bought gum from the gas station,
Uh-huh.
and then it was the gum that he spit out was right next to Odin Lloyd's body,
Jesus.
Dude.
Why would he
and they
do
like
that?
had like. And then the DNA evidence that was in the video of him purchasing a blunt wrap and a piece of gum was his DNA. And it's just weird, dude. I'm like, yep, this is a gas station that my favorite NFL player just murdered someone. Like,
Jesus, dude.
it hurt going back there, dude. It was
Yeah.
not fun.
That is crazy.
Just imagine if they still had him, too.
Yeah, the crazy thing is, we gave him money before we gave Gronk any money. We signed him first. So remember, he used to line up in the backfield and stuff. He was going to be such a good player for us for a long time. But enough of him.
Wasted-
Let's not give him
wasted
any.
talent.
Let's not give him any fame.
I was
He's a
listening
very
to,
bad person.
they were talking on the sports of their like Adam Jones, like the late night show. They were talking about the 2011 Super Bowl, and they were like saying like all the receivers that Brady had, and they're like, oh, Aaron Hernandez led the team, and like he had like 8 receptions, and they were like, oh, what happened to him? He was such a good player.
No way.
And I was like, dude, I swear to God. And I was like, dude, that's such a bad call for like a radio
Yeah,
show.
that looks really, really bad. How does anybody not know that? I mean, like an average person knows what happened to Hernandez, you know?
Do you guys listen? Dan probably doesn't, but Adam, do you listen to Adam Jones' show
I mean, I've
on Sports Hub?
here and there. Just depends, you know. I don't really wake
He-
up in the right time.
What do you mean, dude? It's
on
like late at
6,
night.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Oh, oh, whoops. Hey,
You're
I mean,
thinking of
you-
Bugger and Matt.
you'll-
hey,
None of
6
them.
is still stretching it for me sometimes. You never know.
No, Toucher and Rich is at 6 in
Yeah.
the morning, but Adam Jones is literally like the Max Kellerman of all sports. Like for a radio show, like that's my like comparison. Adam Jones is like the Max Kellerman of Boston sports. He's just so negative on everything.
You gotta have a guy like that,
You
though.
guys
You
gotta-
gotta have a
yeah.
guy like that just to start
Those
topics and
guys
arguments.
are the ones that are always like the most famous and just make the most
Yeah,
money.
because they're
Like
just known for
Skip
being
Bayless
knuckleheads.
would always have like the worst takes, and like I feel like every fan base could think of like something he said about them that just like pisses them off so much. But I don't remember what it was, but he got a huge contract from Fox Sports to leave First Take and start that show.
Just crazy, man. And like you can say all these stupid things and anything, but like fame is fame, whether it's bad or it's good. You know, even if you're saying something stupid, people will know your name. I used to like Skip Bayless because he's such a Tom Brady guy, and I still do for that aspect. But like, there's a lot of things he says. It's just I can't. But Kellerman's the worst.
There's a Twitter account. It's like Skip Bayless's.
Yeah,
bad
I've scrolled through that before. He said like.
and it's like
I remember one's like he said Josh Freeman would be better than Cam Newton and last longer in the league and stuff. It's like stuff like that, dude. It's so bad. And he gets paid
Yeah.
this money to say that kind of crap.
I just looked it up. Skip Bayless is on a 4-year contract worth $5.5 million, and he got a $4 million signing bonus.
Oh my goodness gracious! Imagine
Just to
that.
But you know
literally,
what's-
just to literally go on air and just say stupid shit that's gonna piss people off.
But the thing that bothers me about that, it's like, dude, like Skip and Stephen A were the perfect combination.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And then they split up, and then Stephen A got Max Kellerman, which is like the biggest douchebag of all
no,
time.
I feel like Max isn't
And-
actually an asshole, but they're like almost like forcing it with him. Like they knew how
Yeah,
good the
he's
combo
trying
of
to be
him and
like
Skip
Skip,
was,
but-
so they were like, "You gotta just act like Skip Bayless."
But then Skip got fucking
Oh.
Shannon Sharp, which is legit the biggest douchebag.
I
Yeah,
hate Shannon
I
Sharp,
do
bro.
not like him.
He's so full of himself.
Like every single take he has, and it was especially this year, it was really bad.
Mhm.
When it was like,
When he was
there's
when
no
LeBron
way
signed
that
with
Tom
the
Brady
Lakers,
beats Patrick Mahomes. There's no way. Tom Brady's crap. He's done. And he's like, I will never live this down. And it's like the other guy too. I forget who was the guy who said that he's gonna move to Mexico if Tom Brady beats the Chiefs.
Who was
I don't
it?
know.
I forget. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Was it?
Someone
Was
said
it
they were
Joe
like,
Klatt?
I'll
Was
move.
he a Fox Sports guy?
No, it was on like the same kind of shows as Skip and what's his name? I can find it real quick.
I'm looking
One
it up
thing
right
I-
now.
Adam's already typing
Uh-huh.
it
One
up.
thing I will say though, just while we're on this topic, one guy that just makes me so angry sometimes, but was one of the few people that was actually saying that the Patriots would beat the Chiefs is Colin Cowherd. I remember I was watching like before the game, like after week 6 when we barely beat them at home, he was saying like if the Patriots have to play the Chiefs at Arrowhead.
Yeah, it
Rob
was Rob
Parker.
Parker. Yep.
All right.
I was waiting for Dan to finish. Go on, Dan.
Yeah. I remember he was saying
Sorry,
like,
I gotta get you.
after week 6 when we barely beat them, I remember he was saying like if we have to go to Arrowhead in January, we're screwed and we're like definitely gonna lose. And then when the game actually came up, he was like, just because it was cold weather, he was saying that we were gonna win, which is such a bad reason, but it was just
Did you think they were gonna win?
yes. I'll be honest, like
You
going into the playoffs, I was like, we're gonna beat the Chargers and then probably lose to the Chiefs. And then right when we beat the Chargers, I was like, no, we're
Yeah.
beat the Chiefs.
See, I was
I
kind
was
of.
the same way about the Celtics when they were on that run. I was like, we'll beat the Bucks close, then we'll lose to the Sixers. Then right when we won game 1 against the Sixers, I was like, we're gonna beat the Sixers. And then right when that series ended, I was like, we're gonna beat the Cavs, and then we're gonna win the finals.
Well, that part.
I
didn't pan
love,
out.
dude. I used to have that same mindset when I was like 10, dude. I'd be like, "Yep, the Patriots are gonna beat everyone, and no one's gonna beat them." And like the Celtics and the Bruins gonna do the same thing.
Well, I mean, it's been like that for almost
Like-
10 years now, so you're kind of right.
I know I've been on a good path, but honestly, like I was scared about the Chargers because like the older you get, like the more nervous you get because you're like you don't know how many times you're gonna see it
Mhm.
again. So like each like obviously being from Boston, we're like grateful as fuck that we've seen so many championships, and like being a diehard Brady fan, you're like, yo, like this could be the last time because every time now could be the last
Mhm.
time.
Yeah.
And I was like, when we beat the Chargers, I was like, all right, cool. Like that was a home game though. I'm like,
Yeah.
when's the last time Tom Brady's went into a AFC Championship game on the road and won?
Let's think about it.
That
Was
was
it Chargers?
probably-
Lost at Denver.
Did we play the Chargers?
No, it was probably 2001 in Pittsburgh.
No, Drew Bledsoe played that game.
Brady got hurt
But
halfway
Brady
through. He hurt his
started.
ankle.
Yeah, but I mean, it was Drew Bledsoe that won that game. Pretty much.
But was that his? He had 2 wins on the road. His AFC Championship record on the road was 2-3 or 2-4.
Then try and think of
So
was it? No, because when he beat the 14-2 Chargers, that was a divisional round game. I'm just trying to think of Super Bowls we went to. None of the early 2000s ones, I think we would have been on the road. We weren't on the road in 2007.
Seattle Super Bowl.
Colts at home.
We faced the Colts.
At home.
And then 2007 was the Chargers AFC Championship game. 2016 was the Steelers. And then they
Was
were
at
home.
Jaguars was at home. And then
Oh, it's only
obviously this year.
he was only 1-1 and 0-4 in Pittsburgh in conference games.
Oh, 2004 was the
Yeah.
other one.
Yeah.
So was Pittsburgh. Yeah, but dude, that's like a 15-year separation.
Yeah.
And they sucked on the road this year too. Like I was like, not gonna lie to you, like the whole week I was like getting myself pumped up, and I was like, okay, like Patriots are fine. And then as the game came on, I felt like I was gonna throw up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think closer and closer that game caught, the more nervous I was getting.
Well, we're almost at that midnight mark, and Dan needs to get some sleep because
He's a little guy.
he's a little young one. He's gonna get grounded.
He's still growing.
Dan, we're gonna let you close this one out tonight, my friend.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. Go check out 1 in 100 and be sure to tune in next week.